We're doing ice levels, as the title card says. All right, let's go. So Cosmo Comics suggested Ice Sanctuary from the Digimon World OST. I have heard so much about Digimon World. I hear it's stupid hard, and like crazy engaging, but I've never played it. So I've never heard this before. We're gonna see what this is about. I'm gonna listen through once for vibes and then again for analysis. Let's go. Okay, so very icy kind of vocal samples, you know, like icy winds against icicles kind of sound going on here. Very classical. I think it's walking down fifths. Yeah. We have an organ. That's another... Oh, the organ's going off. So we have some arpeggiating on the organ with, I think, that vocal choir thing, that synth choir doubling it. Now they're doing like some counter melodies to each other. And we ascend. Oh, they really wanted that to go up another step, but they didn't do that. Yeah, that organ's just having a time. This is an organ piece with some accompaniment. And the organ's like everything. The organ's doing the bass, the organ's doing like an upper melody. Yeah. Da, da, da. Yep. I think we're moving down fifths. That's definitely what that sounds like. Yeah, this is very icy and also very like somber. The organ makes it sound kind of evil, a little bit spooky. But more so just, like it also does a lot to evoke that iciness, you know? Everything in this is evoking that wind chill sensation. And then hold it and then down. Yeah, that's a good fake out, I gotta admit. Yeah. This little classical piece. It's gonna fade. Yeah. All right, this is interesting. Very classical sounding. Very sticking to fundamentals, you know? Okay, but before we break that down, let me tell you something. I don't have a sponsor for this video. My efforts are funded by generous contributions from viewers like you through Patreon. If you want to see more of this, and you want to hear more of my stuff than anybody else can right now, go to case.dog/join, or click that link up in the card and become a Moonling. That's where you get to hear my unreleased music, get access to a VIP chat in my Discord where I post the evolution of my tracks as I work on them. You can get the master stems to my 100+ songs that I put out. And there's tiers where you can see your name in a lower third in the video, which you're about to see. Thanks for listening, and yeah, I do have blue hair now. Back to the video. Let's hear what these chords are. So right away, I can hear the melody starts on a fifth, and we have a like bass root on E flat. So we have something like that. Oh, interesting. We land on a major third of that E flat we started with. We jump up to 5, go to 4, and then 3. Then we walk up to 4. Okay, so we hit this A flat here, right? And then we jump down to its 5th, which is D flat. And I'm gonna guess we start going down the circle of 5ths from here. Yep. Okay. And we get to this part where it lands on the 5 of where we started. And the organ starts doing this like sort of arpeggio thing. I don't know what you call that when you hover between 2. But it just draws out that you want to go back to 1 from 5, right? But having all of that over top, like, sort of cements, like, nah, we're staying here for a little bit. Yeah, and then the root starts to move. Okay, so we start, and then we go down to the 4, to the 3, and then up to, yeah, I think that's a 6. And then from this 6, I predict we jump down a 5th to F, and then we start doing circle of 5ths again, right? Yep. Except at the end, so we do this. And then go up a 4th, which we would have gone down there, right? And now instead of going down even lower, what we instead start doing is walking up. So we walk from the 4 up to the 5. Minor 6. Then we do this 5th into the major 3rd. Do a 1-4. This is a very, very classical kind of chord progression. It's doing a lot of circle of 5ths motion, and it's doing a lot of like resolutions to the 1 like earlier before the cycle restarts and stuff like that. It's very much rooting itself in like classical like music tradition, and it sounds like it. It sounds like it could be, you know, like a movement in Bach or Beethoven or something. And the bass is walking a lot. That's another thing. It's not just jumping around. It always tries to move to like an adjacent thing, unless it's doing the circle of 5th jumps. And now the organ's walking around more, but I'm just gonna focus on the roots. Yeah, and then we... And we go to that minor 3rd there. Tritone. And then back to 1. 1, 5, and then 1. And then we loop. It's doing something like that, right? Yeah. And what's cool about this, I'm using the word cool a lot. What's cool about this is this also plays with changing between using the major third and using the minor third, right? And everything above this is just sort of arpeggiating up and down chords with some extra flavor notes in between, being careful to watch like the bass movement and whatnot. And it all comes together as a very, like I said, it's a very classical sounding piece. Yeah, we do that thing where we arpeggiate over that 5 for a while. Yeah? Yeah, a lot of very roundabout, very classical, you know, going to 5 then 1 and like doing all that. I do like the vibe of this. I would analyze the melody more, but it all sounds like it's really just arpeggiating stuff, and I'm gonna get lost. It has like a little trill there. It has like a little bit of that. It's so very Baroque. Yeah. This is cool. It's not chill in terms of like the vibe. It is very chill in terms of the sound palette. It is mostly an organ and some synth choir. Organ doing longer drawn out stuff and the synth choir a bit more staccato than what the organ is doing. All in all, this is a pretty cool little classical piece here. It follows a lot of the kind of classical conventions, and it's definitely going for that sort of sound. Very elegant, somber, not foreboding, vacant, I would say. Very archaic, anachronistic. That's sort of like the vibe I get from this, right? I wasn't expecting this to be in Digimon world. Interesting idea, interesting change of pace. I think this is a 3. I would give this one a 3. I'm not a huge fan of the whole classical thing. I like that it's doing the circle of fifths. I feel like it could have done more with the musical elements. I don't really know the full context besides this is an ice level. It may be like a really chill and desolate place and it may suit it better that there's only like 2 instruments, but it's pretty cool. It's all right. I like it. This is a 3 out of 5 from me. It's a half moon. And thank you, Cosmo Comic, for suggesting this one. I mostly just focused on the bass motion, but you know, you can figure your bass. I think figured bass is backwards, actually. I think figured bass is when you have a chord and then you have to follow the bass. I don't actually know what figured bass means. All right, how do you think I did? If you like the analysis, hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, hit subscribe and the bell to make sure you see when new videos go up. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you think I missed or glossed over? Let me know in the comments. I would love the feedback. I'll see you next time.